In this video, we will reveal the 10 most deceptive tricks used by olive oil manufacturers that may cause you to unknowingly pay more for a low-quality product. You are being misled at every turn, from labels with bold claims to hidden chemical manipulations of the oil. Do you want to learn how to distinguish real high-quality olive oil from counterfeit products and avoid falling for marketing tricks? Then watch this video until the end. You will discover shocking truths that have been kept from you. This video is going to be incredibly informative and helpful. If you want to take control of your health like a pro, give it a like, and let's get started. Substitution of olive varieties and region of origin. Authentic, high-quality olive oil is made from specific varieties of olives grown in particular regions. For example, Italian oils from Tuscany or Greek oils from Kalamata are known for their unique taste. However, a study conducted by the University of California, Davis in the year 2022 revealed that approximately 69% of imported olive oil in the United States, labeled as being from premium regions, actually contains olives from completely different locations, often of lower-cost varieties. Manufacturers skillfully disguise the origin by using phrases such as bottled in Italy instead of produced in Italy. Statistics from the International Olive Council indicate that Italy physically cannot produce the volumes of Italian olive oil that are sold worldwide. Tip: pay attention to labeling with a protected designation of origin, PDO or DOP. Such oils undergo strict certification and quality control. Also, look for a specific region name and olive variety on the label rather than just product of Italy or product of Greece. Dilution with cheaper oils. This is perhaps the most common form of fraud. According to a study by the American Association of Olive Oil Consumers, approximately 80% of oils found in American supermarkets contain additives of cheaper vegetable oils such as sunflower, canola, or soybean oil. In the year 2023, Italian authorities conducted an operation called Liquid Gold, during which they seized 2,000 metric tons of counterfeit olive oil that had been diluted with inexpensive substitutes. The economic damage caused by such fraudulent schemes is estimated at $16 billion annually. Even more shocking, laboratory tests revealed that some bottles labeled as 100% extra virgin olive oil contained only 10 to 20% real olive oil. Tip: try a simple test at home. Place a bottle of olive oil in the refrigerator for 24 hours. Authentic olive oil will thicken or even partially solidify. If it remains liquid, there is a high chance it has been diluted. Also, trust your taste buds. Real olive oil has a slightly bitter flavor and a peppery aftertaste. Fraud in the extra virgin category. The extra virgin category is the highest grade for olive oil. To meet this standard, the oil must be extracted through mechanical means without the use of chemicals or heating, have low acidity, less than 0.8%, and pass an organoleptic test evaluating taste and aroma. However, a study conducted by the University of California, Davis found that 69% of imported and 10% of California-produced extra virgin oils sold in the United States did not meet the required standards. Furthermore, in the year 2022, the Food and Drug Administration discovered that approximately 77% of oils labeled as extra virgin were actually of lower grades, such as virgin or even lampane, a technical grade oil that is unsuitable for consumption without further refining. In reality, olive oil only needs to qualify as extra virgin at the time of bottling. After that, some manufacturers store it in improper conditions, knowing that the quality will deteriorate while the labeling remains legally valid. Tip: buy olive oil in dark bottles, as light destroys its beneficial properties. Pay attention to the harvest date rather than the expiration date. Fresh olive oil should be used within 12 to 18 months after harvest. If a bottle displays two expiration periods, for example, 2 years after opening and 4 years when sealed, this is a reason to question its authenticity. Chemical refining of low-quality oil. When olive oil does not meet the standards for extra virgin, manufacturers may use chemical processes to remove unwanted flavors and odors. Refined olive oil is treated with alkali to neutralize acids, then bleached and deodorized. Experts from the International Olive Council report that up to 50% of refined oils on the market in the United States undergo additional chemical processing, which is not disclosed on the label. An Italian research center specializing in olive oil discovered that some manufacturers use as many as 27 different chemical compounds to mask defects in the oil. A shocking study published in the journal Food Chemistry in the year 2021 found traces of hexane and other solvents in 44% of olive oil samples labeled as extra virgin, clearly indicating chemical refining. Tip: look for labels stating first cold press or cold extraction, as these indicate minimal processing. Authentic high-quality olive oil will have a rich flavor and aroma. If the oil has little to no taste, there is a high chance it has undergone chemical refining. Manipulation of expiration dates. Olive oil is a product with a limited shelf life. The fresher the oil, the better its quality. However, many manufacturers manipulate dates to sell old oil as if it were fresh. Statistics show that approximately 35% of olive oil found on the shelves of American supermarkets is already more than 2 years old. A journalistic investigation by the New York Times in the year 2023 uncovered that some importers simply relabel old batches, changing the production dates to make them appear more recent. Furthermore, the International Olive Oil Association reports that some companies use a practice known as pooling, which involves mixing old oil with a small amount of fresh oil to extend the shelf life of the entire batch. Tip: look for the harvest date on the label rather than just the expiration date. Ideally, the bottle should specify the exact harvest season, such as Fall Harvest 2024. Also, check the oil's color. Over time, it loses its vibrant greenish-yellow hue and becomes duller. Deception with organic labeling. Organic olive oil must be produced from olives grown without chemical pesticides or fertilizers. It is typically priced 30 to 50% higher than regular olive oil. However, certification for organic products often becomes an area for fraud. In the year 2023, the European Food Fraud Agency uncovered a scheme in which more than 30,000 metric tons of conventional olive oil were sold as organic. A study by Consumer Reports found that 41% of organic olive oil tested in American stores contained traces of synthetic pesticides. In particularly outrageous cases, manufacturers simply purchase fake certifications. During the biofraud operation in the year 2022, the Italian financial police exposed a network that sold organic certification to companies that did not meet even the most basic requirements. Tip: look for additional certifications beyond the standard USDA organic label, such as EU Organic, Demeter, or Biodynamic. Also, pay attention to small farms and producers who provide detailed descriptions of their production process and allow you to trace the product's origin from the farm to the bottle. Blending oils from different countries. Many manufacturers mix oils from different countries to lower production costs, but only list the most prestigious country of origin on the label. For example, a bottle may contain a blend of inexpensive Tunisian, Moroccan, and Spanish oils, but still be labeled as Italian. According to the Truth in Olive Oil Association, up to 75% of olive oil sold as Italian in the United States is actually a blend of oils from various Mediterranean countries. In the year 2021, European customs authorities seized more than 150,000 liters of Tunisian oil that was intended to be relabeled as Italian after being bottled in Italy. The issue is made worse by legal loopholes that allow manufacturers to label oil based on the country where the last substantial transformation took place. In other words, simply blending or even just bottling the oil in Italy is enough to legally market it as a product of Italy. Tip: look for labels that confirm a single origin source, such as 100% Italian or single origin. The best producers take pride in their region and specify the exact place of origin, such as grown and produced in Sicily or olives grown in the Halkidiki region. Addition of colorants and flavoring agents. To disguise low-quality oil, some dishonest manufacturers add artificial colorants, most commonly chlorophyll or beta-carotene, to give the oil a richer color. They also use flavoring agents that mimic the aroma of fresh olives. A study by the European Food Safety Authority found that approximately 23% of olive oil samples on the European market contained unauthorized additives. The situation in the United States is even worse. According to data from the Food and Drug Administration, about 35% of tested samples contained traces of artificial colorants. In the year 2022, authorities in Spain arrested the owners of a company that had added copper chlorophyllin to enhance the color of more than 100,000 liters of low-quality oil. These additives not only mask the true quality of the product, but can also pose health risks. Tip: check the oil under light. Authentic olive oil should be clear and free of cloudiness. Its natural color can range from golden to greenish, depending on the olive variety and ripeness. If the color appears too intense or unnatural, it is a reason for concern. Also, remember that natural olive oil tends to lighten over time. If an older bottle maintains a bright color, it may contain artificial colorants. Artificial reduction of acidity. Acidity is a key indicator of olive oil quality. For the extra virgin category, it must not exceed 0.8%. However, dishonest manufacturers use chemical methods to artificially lower the acidity of low-quality oil. Studies by the International Olive Council have shown that approximately 38% of extra virgin olive oil samples on the global market show signs of chemically reduced acidity. The process typically involves the use of alkalis, such as sodium hydroxide, or passing the oil through ion exchange resins. In the year 2020, European regulators uncovered a large-scale scheme in which an Italian company treated low-quality Lampante oil with acidity above 3.3% with chemicals to lower its acidity to extra virgin standards. More than 50 metric tons of chemically modified oil were seized. Tip: unfortunately, detecting artificially reduced acidity at home is nearly impossible. The best protection is to buy oil from trustworthy producers who value their reputation. Look for independent laboratory test results on the manufacturer's website. Some premium brands even include a QR code on the bottle that allows you to view test results for that specific batch of oil. Now, pay attention. This is the most dangerous point in our video: marketing tricks and imitation of famous brands. Manufacturers of counterfeit olive oil often use branding that creates the illusion of authenticity. They use Italian-sounding names, images of olives, ancient olive trees, and Mediterranean landscapes, regardless of the oil's actual origin. According to a report by the European Commission on Counterfeit Prevention, more than 500 olive oil brands are discovered each year using designs and names intentionally similar to well-known high-quality brands. In the year 2023, the Italian Olive Oil Producers Association reported that 730 brands on the global market had names imitating Italian origins, even though they had no connection to Italy. One of the most common tactics is the use of flags from premium oil-producing countries and words like traditional, authentic, or family recipe. A Consumer Reports study found that 62% of shoppers admitted to choosing olive oil based on these visual cues rather than verifying the actual origin. Tip: do not fall for marketing tricks. Research the producer and look for a specific region of origin on the label rather than just a national flag. It is best to choose oil from real farming estates that can verify the entire production chain, from growing the olives to bottling the oil. And remember the golden rule: if the price seems too good for high-quality extra virgin olive oil, it is most likely a fake. Next, I recommend checking out these videos, and don't forget to leave your likes and comments. I'm looking forward to them.